So here I have an update on the AOS UL7 build so far. I haven't showed everything that I've done. I don't see the point. There's plenty of videos online showing you how to build a drone. But from my last video I want to show some changes that I've done. So first off is the capacitor. I've changed the capacitor to a 50 volts instead of a 35 volts. Not really needed, but I thought that it would be best to do it. And I had issues with the capacitor sitting here. It's running very close to the top plate, so ideally I wanted it out of the way. Other than that, the WALKSNAIL VTX is sitting at the front. That sits just under the wires, and then I got the wires coming out the top, out the front of the frame. I've decided to mount the antennas in the middle of the frame instead of at the back. And then obviously at the back here we got our CROSSFIRE dual diversity receiver, which is mounted on a bit of TPU print. That's about it really. And then here we got our GPS mount, the GPS in the back. That will sit roughly there. I don't know if you can see on the camera. Yeah, it's caught. There we go. That just goes there, and I need to sort all the wires out. But other than that, it's nearly done. Yeah.
A few moments later.
Okay, so taking a quick look at the AOS UL7 completely built. I didn't show everything to be done to the frame and the build and the problems I had, but here's the finished product. It's a very nice frame. It flies really smooth. I think is perfect frame for cinematic shots. Any type of long range obviously is more aimed at long range, the way I built it. We got massive antennas on the top, in the middle, and then we got the bar pole on the back with the GPS there, anyone who flies WALKSNAIL will know that GPS to have serious problems with the VTX. So this frame is basically ideal for the WALKSNAIL system on the V1 VTX, not the V2. They've sort of ironed out the GPS problems, but the VTX is mounted in the front, way away from the GPS, so I'd usually get GPS sats in, in about 2 minutes. I'd get around 10 GPSs depending on the location, but it's pretty quick. It's not the fastest, but is ideal. With these motors I got on here, I got the Brother Hobby motors, 3 008s. I think they're 1500 kV motors. They're pulling about, I'd say about 12-13 amps on a smaller pack than this. Probably about 15-17 amps with a 4000 LiPo, which isn't too bad, and I'm getting about 10 minutes on the frame with this LiPo setup. The other solution would be to run these Lion packs. I don't know if you can see it on the thing, but these are alright. These are pretty good. They're only rated at 10C, so you can't expect to push them too hard. Cruising, you're probably pulling about 12-13 amps, which isn't too bad, and I've flown it in some heavy winds and I'm getting about 12-13 minutes of flying, and that's just cruising mainly, nothing crazy. Looking over the frame, I did have some problems as well, which if you follow me on Instagram, I have sort of asked people what was wrong with it, but the problem I was having was that one of the motors was stuttering and rearming itself, which is clear indication that I had a bad speed controller. But in the end it turned out to be a very fine fray of wire coming off one of the wires going to the ESC, which was causing it some serious issues. But once I've trimmed it off, I had no problems at all, and it's been flying great ever since. Yeah, some build tips would be like when you're building a frame, I would run zip ties around the front or on the back of the arms to stop them from falling off, and then when you sandwich a plate on top, you can just cut the snip ties, and then it's it's easy to put together. Otherwise you're fiddling around with it, the arms to fall off. But once it's all together, is a real nice frame. Weight wise, can't remember what the weight was. It's on the similar ballpark of the Chimera 7 from iFlight, so it's not the lightest of drones the way I built it, but it does what I need. I got the GoPro Mini on the front, which is ideal. Yeah, it's a nice frame, very happy with it. Ideal for like I said, cinematic flying. Yeah, I hope you guys liked it. If you guys can like and subscribe, that would help me out a lot. I know I'm new to these building videos and creating videos altogether, and talking on camera, it can be quite daunting and tricky at the times, but I look to create more videos in the future. So here we go. Here is the AOS UL7. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.